So I know I promised I wouldn't film outside, but I'm outside on my porch, and so the wind hopefully is being blocked by all sides for me, and I tested it. So hopefully this is gonna go okay. Fun. Oh my gosh, there's a bug. Okay. That's what happens when you film outside. Today I have a fun video for you guys because it is my top meal prep tips. And I have 9 that I want to go over with you today, and I thought this would be really fun because it's Sunday, it's meal prep day. A lot of you guys are meal prepping, especially if you're a 3S Fitness client. We encourage you to do your meal prep on Sundays, even if you don't prep everything for the whole week. If you prep the majority of it, kind of your in-between meals or your big meals or a combination of both, it's going to help you be most successful throughout the week. Failing to plan is planning to fail. And if you don't meal prep, if you're not thinking about the food that you're going to eat throughout the week and the healthy choices that you know you want to make and preparing for those, then you're setting yourself up for failure. And you're going to make it a lot harder on yourself throughout the week, which is when we're most busy, right? Is when it's like in the middle of the week and we have families and jobs and all these things that we're doing, and it's really hard to then go to the grocery store in the middle of the week and plan all your meals in the middle of the week. So it's much easier to do it the night before. So I want to give you my top meal prep tips, and I've got 9 that I want to go over. So the first one is to make a plan. So first, make a list of all of your favorite food items. If you've never meal prepped before, make a list of all of your favorite foods, mostly healthy, so like don't put chips on it necessarily, but your favorite protein sources, your favorite kind of snacks, and then find recipes. You can Google them, or if you're a 3S Fitness client, you get a recipe book every month, which can give you inspiration, but you want to find recipes that work those ingredients into the recipes. So find those ingredients and then make a grocery list. This is the number one thing, you guys. If you do not go to the grocery store with a list, you are not going to come out with everything that you need. Every time I go to the grocery store without a list, I come home and I look around and I'm like, I bought half of the stuff I needed for like 5 different meals, and then it never gets made, and I end up tossing out a bunch of groceries at the end of the week. So now Tim and I always make a list, and we kind of have a running list throughout the week, and then when one of us goes to the grocery store, we can grab the stuff that's on it. Usually it's me, I do most of the grocery shopping, but making a list, having it on your phone or having it written down so that you know what you need at the grocery store is super important. And then my next tip in relation to making a plan is save this plan. So when you find the healthy recipes, screenshot them on your phone, put them on a folder, or bookmark them on your computer, or print them out and put them in a file, however is easiest for you. But save it, because after a couple weeks, you can reuse your meal plan and your meal prep that you used for one week in a different week and kind of mix it up and change it up a little bit. Save your plan for future weeks. My second tip is to buy foods that you can prepare in a multitude of ways. So with your protein sources, if I buy chicken or if I buy ground turkey, most of the time I'll do it plain, or I'll roast it in the same pan in like foil sheets with different kinds of spices or marinades or whatever I want to do. You want to make sure that you're getting stuff that you can prepare different ways, because you don't want to get bored halfway through the week. So you can even make them all plain to begin with and then mix them in other meals. So like if you make chicken and you have chicken tacos one night, the next night you could have chicken stir fry. Do you see what I'm saying here? So you want to make sure that it's versatile sources so that you can put them in different meals so you're not eating the same thing every single day. That goes for one of my other tips, which is to mix it up. So you want to have a couple different lunch and a couple different dinner options. And if you want to do a couple different breakfast options too, breakfast I think is usually the easiest meal because you're usually eating that at home. So that can be like eggs, avocado toast, chicken sausage, things like that. So I think that's the easiest one that you don't necessarily have to prep for, or oatmeal, things like that. But mixing it up, so having a couple different dinner options and then a couple different lunch options is super important so that you don't get bored during the week and kind of venture out of your meal prep. And your meal prepped food, because that can happen if you get bored and you're just like, I don't want to eat this one more time. So have a couple different options so that you stay on track. My fourth tip is to stick to your list. Like I said at the beginning, stick to your grocery list. Make that grocery list and then stick to it at the grocery store. Venturing outside of that list is going to get you in over on the unhealthy section of the grocery store, getting junk food into your cart. And keeping that junk food out of your cart is going to give you the willpower that you need to stay on track during the week, because you're not going to have junk in your home. If it's not there, you can't eat it. So make sure that you stick to your list. My fifth tip, and this one is one that I wish I would have kind of known a while ago, but it's snack simple. So you can have like big dinners, big lunches, like more elaborate is what I mean, not necessarily huge, but snack simple. So fruit, veggies, and hummus, cottage cheese, yogurt, If you have these elaborate, like turkey cheese, lettuce roll-ups type snacks, you're gonna be much, much less likely to make that and prepare that in order to eat it. When you're snacking, you're hungry and you're trying to find something healthy that holds you over until your next meal. And so you wanna make sure that you have things that are easy to grab. I even get like the Baby Bell light cheeses or granola bars or protein bars, or I have a protein shake handy that I can mix up in a pinch if I'm really hungry and reaching for something maybe unhealthy. So snack simple, you guys. The simpler, the better, because it's gonna keep you on track and keep you focused better than it would if you're having to like make all these elaborate snacks. So keep it simple. Number 5 is to cook all your foods at the same time. So usually on Sundays, I devote about 2 to 3 hours to my meal prep, depending on what I'm making. Sometimes it's easier. If I'm doing something in the crock pot, it won't take as long. But sometimes it's a little bit longer. But 2 to 3 hours for a whole week of meals prepped for you is nothing. And it's so important. It's just as important as going to the gym that day. You want to make sure that even if you take Sunday your rest day, just use that time to meal prep. I'm just readjusting myself here. Sorry, I should have sat like this in the beginning. Now you can actually see me. But if you want to cook things, if they're at the same temperature, cook them at the same time. So like if you're doing baked potatoes or roasted potatoes, do them with roasted veggies or chicken, things like that. Do everything at the same time. I usually have something in the oven, something on the crock pot, and something on the stove when I'm meal prepping, because it's the most efficient, fastest way for me to get it done so that I don't have to spend a million hours in the kitchen prepping my food. My 7th meal prep tip is to look for shortcuts that make sense. So I like to do pre-cut veggies. I buy the packets. I don't buy like heads of cauliflower or heads of broccoli. I do mostly pre-cut. So pre-cut veggies, pre-cut fruit. I do things like rotisserie chicken to throw into tacos or pastas. Rotisserie chicken is really good. Any non-cooked protein sources like tuna that would be really easy. That's a good... or yogurt, those are good shortcuts to look for. You can make salad jars or make oatmeal jars, make smoothie packs in muffin tins that you put in freezer bags and put them in the freezer so that it just makes it easier for you, and it's just a good shortcut that you can have on meal prep day that you can then use throughout the week. So look for shortcuts when they make sense. No unhealthy, super unhealthy shortcuts, but when they make sense. My 8th tip is to buy good food storage. So you've probably seen either the 6-pack bags or the ISO bags that have like these cute compartments, and they're like over-the-shoulder bags, or some of them look like purses where you can put your food in them in these cute compartments, and it kind of helps you stay on track, and it kind of makes it fun to pack your food and prep your food because you get to take it in your cute little lunchbox or your little backpack, something like that. My 9th tip, I just decided to add this one, so we're going to have 10, is to clean your refrigerator out every week. Expired food, old food, make sure you clean out all your containers so they don't get moldy if you've had prepped fruit from the past week. I've done that. It's disgusting. Don't let it happen. Clean out your refrigerator, because it's just like when it comes to, if you ever heard anything like, how you treat things in your life is how you feel about them. It goes with your clothes, right? How you treat your clothes is how you feel about your clothes. And if they're thrown about everywhere, that's just not a good thing. So how you treat your food is how you feel about your food. So be proud of your food every week. Have a space for it in your refrigerator. Have a clean refrigerator with the food that you're going to be eating that week. So clean out your refrigerator. And then the last one is to stay focused. Write on a note card your goal. Whatever your goal is, write on a note card, put it by your bedside table, put it on your desk at work, put it in your wallet, keep it everywhere. Look at it constantly throughout the week to remind you why you're doing this, why you're eating healthy, why you prep this food, to keep you focused and on track, because you're not always going to want to eat super healthy food. So it's really important to remind yourself why you're doing it. So stay focused. If you need a coach or if you need help on your health and fitness journey, 3S Fitness is here for you. We would love to have you as a client. All the information is below. It's 3sfit.com if you want to check out our different training programs and our different healthy eating programs. That's all on our website. And that's it for my meal prep tips, you guys. If you like meal prep videos, whether it's tips, whether it's me actually meal prepping and you watching, give this video a big thumbs up so that I know. And have an amazing day, you guys. Get ready for an amazing week. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a really, really super fun week. I have a lot of fun stuff going on this week, and I hope you guys do too. And that's it for this video. I love you, and I will see you next time. Mwah!